Hey, I did a thing. It's a little bag, it is, and it doesn't weigh very much, so it's not too terrible of a mistake that I've made, right? Yes. As you can see from the title, I went a little ham at Ulta and decided to invest in some Too Faced makeup. I didn't mean to invest quite this much, but I did invest. Before you come for me, before you do that, just know that I spent my hard-earned, saved-up Ulta points on my purchase. So good news, I had no cash to spend. I did not spend cash, I spent Ulta points. So not to worry, I am more broke now than I was before, but I didn't go more in debt, if that makes sense. I just don't have any points anymore. Oh, P.S. Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA. It's nice to meet you. Welcome. I'm very glad you stopped by. In case you're new here. And if you're not, welcome back. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe for me if you maybe want to. That's all I'm gonna say this time, but next time, I'll be on the lookout for you because I know that will be the second video that you watched and you didn't subscribe. I'm watching. Anyway, if you want to see what Too Faced products I got from Ulta, then stay exactly where you are and keep on watching. Okay, so seriously though, before you actually clock me, all I really went into Ulta for was this baby. This is the Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I had a small version of this and I loved this stuff and I used it all up. This is actually only my second repurchase. I like to try new things, so I'm like trying new things a lot. A lot of the time before I run out of my old thing, I give my old thing long enough to start doing what it's supposed to do and see if I like it just to give it a real test. Then I just try something else so I can give it a test. I just like sampling products and becoming more educated and fluent in the art of makeup and makeup application so that I can spread that knowledge on to others and to you. So what I mean to say is this product is something that I really enjoyed and I needed to rebuy. But while I was there, I decided why not go ahead and spend all of my Ulta points that I was gonna save up for Christmas and go ahead and get a bunch of Too Faced products and film a video for you guys and myself, because I've always wanted to try the Born This Way foundation. So obviously I decided that was a good idea and I went ahead and did it. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into this makeup application and start going over the products, test them out and see what everything's like. Like I said before, this one is a rebuy for me, so I already know what it does. For those of you that don't know, the way you use the spray is you use it to prime by applying to clean skin before makeup. You use it to set by applying after makeup to keep in place all day. And you can refresh by just using it randomly whenever you'd like, and it refreshes your face, essentially. But it smells like coconuts, and it's fantastic. For me though, and I don't know if it's because it has coconut in it or what exactly, but if I don't shake this before I use it, something in it makes my face red, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. So just little disclaimer there, I guess. It has a really nice mist too. See, super fine. It smells so good. It kind of smells like butter bronzer, actually. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. Ugh, I kill me. I think what I love about it so much is that it's so hydrating. My skin, if you don't know, is normal to dry, so really anything that keeps it or gives it more hydration is phenomenal for my skin. Now, the next Too Faced product is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've been wanting to try this for a really long time, so I'm super excited that I'm finally getting the chance. So many people talk about this being such an amazing foundation. The box says this oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant, they'll think you were born this way. Cute, I get it. Tip. For I woke up like this perfection, apply from center of the face outward and blend. Build to full coverage by layering as needed. Okay, so it can build up to full coverage. It shows it's infused with coconut water to aid in delicately replenishing skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to help brighten and boost skin's radiance, and hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. You guys know how much I love hyaluronic acid in my makeup, so I feel like I already love this. Now, I got the shade Porcelain in the store. That was what looked like the closest match to me. Don't know if it is actually. We'll find out though. Now, it doesn't say to shake, but I'm gonna shake just in case because It's a foundation. I'm scared. And it also doesn't say to use a brush or a sponge, so I prefer sponge application. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start out with just a couple of pumps. Ooh, maybe one. Ooh, it smells good. It smells fresh. So far, this is actually very skin-like, which essentially means it's very light coverage for now. I'm gonna build it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with 2 more pumps and see what that's like. I did really like how it was looking on my skin with that though, just with that first application. Okay, so either my Real Techniques sponge is a beast or this foundation is actually really nice. So far so good. Now I have the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This one is in the shade Snow. I wanted to go a shade above Porcelain just so I can have a little bit of a highlighting effect. And this box says, cover, contour, highlight, and retouch with this super perfecting natural finish concealer / makeup hybrid. The ultimate multi-use formula for a modern and hydrated photo-ready complexion. Fully loaded pigments provide maximum coverage with an undetectable finish for a look so flawless they'll think you were born this way. So you can do everything with this, cover, contour, and highlight. It has the same ingredients as the foundation, and it says it's hydrating, long-wearing, photo-friendly, and non-comedogenic. That's awesome. So no pore clogging. The packaging is really cute too. It looks just like the foundation does. Kind of short, kind of frumpy, but it's still cute. The Too Faced logo is also very fancy. I really like it. Oh, and we have a wand applicator. That's nice. And a doe foot. Well, let's see what we're working with. Okay, I am blended in like paint, mashed potatoes. I don't know what else I could be blended in like, but I'm blended in. So the next Too Faced product is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This one is in the shade Translucent. And on this box we have our silky lightweight powder. Sets makeup for longer wear while providing a veil of perfecting luminosity for a finish so natural they'll think you were born this way. Okay, so I get luminous out of that and veil, so blurring maybe, and longer wear. It also says photo friendly, so I'm assuming there's no flashback, and non-comedogenic, of course, so no pore clogging ingredients. Ooh, I don't know why, but the top of this canister is just calling my name for some reason. That's absolutely stunning. Ugh. Oh, is this one of the seals? I'm worried. If this is the kind that pop, I always end up like popping it and then powder flies everywhere, so I'm just worried. Yay! It didn't fly everywhere. Oh, and we have a little heart sifter. That's cute. I like this a whole lot more than having an open sifter where all the powder just sits on the top. So now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M554 brush. It's like a little pointy powder brush, and just take some of the powder and just go ahead and apply that to my under eye. I'm also gonna go ahead and set my forehead right in the middle area. I typically crease there rather badly, so I wanna go ahead and set that with the powder as well, just so I can avoid as much creasing as possible. If I even avoid creasing, who knows, this concealer foundation powder combination might crease immediately, because I don't know her yet. She might not be my friend. Now that I've applied the translucent setting powder under my eyes and on my forehead, I'm also going to go ahead and use my Morphe M400 big fluffy powder brush and just tap more of the translucent powder just all over my face to go ahead and set the rest of my makeup. Now that I've put the powder everywhere else on my face and set the rest of my makeup, I'm gonna go ahead and brush the excess powder out from underneath my eyes so that they are no longer baking. I understand now what they meant when they were describing on the package that it leaves a veil on your skin, because I see that veil. I see that my skin is blurred. My pores look diminished. I'm mattified. I don't see any texture anywhere. I do, however, want to go ahead and spray my face again with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray because I love it, and I just set my face with powder, so I want to set it. Because why not, and it's refreshing. Okay, now moving on. The next Too Faced product we have is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Illuminating Blushing and Bronzing Palette. Since I was rather low on point fundage, I was debating whether or not I could do like singles, like a bronzer, like that Chocolate Soleil something bronzer from Too Faced, or like individual highlighter, individual blush. And I realized once I further investigated the pricing that was definitely not going to be a possibility. So I got an all-in-one, and it's peach scented. So with the Sweet Peach Glow Illuminating Blushing and Bronzing Palette, it is infused with the juicy scent and skin-loving essence of peach to give your face a radiant, natural peach glow. Excited about that. So this is the actual palette itself. It is very cute, and it's cute on the back. And if we open her up, she's very pretty. I like it. Oh yeah, that really smells like peaches, like a lot. And that means first, taking my Morphe E8, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the bronzy shade. There aren't any like shade names on this, so I'm just gonna go into it. It's a very interesting tone. What do you guys think? Can you see it even? You know what, I'm actually gonna try my Morphe M105 brush. It's shaped a little bit differently. It kind of looks like a blush brush, but it also looks like a contour brush, but it also looks like a powder brush. I'm gonna try that one. Since it's a bit bigger and fluffier, I'm gonna kind of use it just to diffuse a little more color around my face. Okay, there she is. Wow, that took forever to build up. I don't know if it's like the formula or if it's because the shade is just like very soft and super light, but getting that kind of dimension took me a really long time, and I had to really like dig in the pan. I was getting frustrated that nothing was really happening, like nothing was like you know, whatever that means, but nothing was happening and I couldn't figure out why, and it was, I guess, because I wasn't digging into the pan hard enough. Now it's time to take my Morphe M104 and go into the Sweet Peach Glow Blush. This one worries me a little bit, I'll admit, because I don't like shimmery blushes. I really don't. Blush was really hard for me to get into anyway, like from the very beginning of me starting to play with makeup, because it's just so, you know, wham, and it's there. But shimmery blush just doesn't make sense to me. My cheeks, when they get red, don't glisten. Again, very soft, very natural looking, I guess. It's cute. I'll give it that. I'm just not used to shimmery blushes. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Now I'm gonna use my Morphe M310 fan brush, and now we're gonna go into the highlighter right there. I still can't get over how good this palette smells. I don't really smell the scent of peaches that often. Okay, Too Faced, I see you. It's not like super hardcore blinding, but it's really pretty. And it really fits everything else that's on my face. Okay, so this little palette here was probably at about, I want to say maybe like a 4 or a 5. And now it's a hard 6 or 7 probably, just by that highlight. That brought it up 2 notches, at least, maybe 3, because that's gorgeous. I really like that highlighter. It fits my skin tone very well. Moving on, because that is the end of this palette. And now we are moving on to the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Eyeshadow Palette. This is a metallic and matte eyeshadow palette made with 100% natural cocoa powder and real gold. Why though? Take decadence to the next level with a luxurious gold and cocoa powder infused eyeshadow palette that smells as good as it looks. Have a major metallic moment with foiled shadows that are created with real gold for an epic high shine finish that's paired with rich, seductive mattes for coffee to cocktails wear. All shadows feature a soft, velvety texture with full coverage payoff. The entire palette is infused with skin-loving cocoa powder for a decadent chocolate scent. It is really pretty. It's cool that it has a little picture of the palette back here too. I wish all companies would do that for their palettes. That would be cool. Moving on! So our package looks like this. Oh, a piece of paper came out. Oh, it's like a real chocolate bar. That's really pretty. That's very shiny too. Oh, this is cool. They send you like a little booklet with the palette that shows you how to use what shades for what looks, and they give you like little sample looks called the How to Glamour Guide. That's neat. We won't be using it, but that's neat. Okay, so there she is again. We're gonna open it up. Oh yeah. Ooh, that purpley pink color in the middle, that's beautiful. It's very bright. It's a mostly neutral palette with a couple of pops of color. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Chocolate gold is very pretty, as well as New Money, and Money Bags is also very pretty. Now before we jump into the eyeshadow look, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my brows off camera. I did not get a brow product, so I am gonna go ahead and use my own, which I don't have any Too Faced brow products. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish those off camera and I will be right back. Alrighty, I have now finished my brows and primed my eyelids using the Jeffree Star Concealer in the shade C0, the plain white one. So now we get to go in with the palette. Using my Morphe R37 brush, big fluffy blending brush, I am gonna go into the shade Rollin' in Dough, the big matte creamy white shade down here, and just set my eyeshadow base with that one. This palette smells ridiculous. It's so chocolatey and so amazing. It's literally making me hungry. Now I'm going in with my Morphe M200. It's another big fluffy blending brush, but it's pointed. And I'm gonna go into the shade So Bougie, the deeper tan sort of shade. It's not really deep at all. It's more like my skin tone. But I'm gonna take that right in the crease and just blend that in and start giving my crease some dimension. You know, now that I think about it, this is my first time ever using a Too Faced palette. Actually, the only thing I've ever used from Too Faced is the Better Than Sex mascara, which I love, by the way. So not only did this video have a purpose of being a full face of one brand, but it also had the purpose of letting me try a new brand for myself. They're not new, but you get the idea. So far so good on the formula of the palette. I'm not noticing a ton of kickback in the pan, which that's something that's never really bothered me, but lately I've actually been getting a lot of palettes that have a lot of kickback in the pan, so it's kind of refreshing just to have one that doesn't. The cocoa smell, like I said before, is very, very real, and I very, very much like it. Who knows, maybe this eyeshadow palette can really raise the bar on others. Oh yeah, there's a good dad joke for ya. Now that I've got So Bougie packed into the crease, I'm gonna go back in with my R37 brush and just blend out the edges of it just to get a little bit more of a smooth gradient between my brow bone and the shade So Bougie. Now with my Morphe M433 brush, which is a crease blending brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Cocoa Truffle here, the deeper brown, and put that only in my crease. This one seems to be blending pretty well as well also too. I don't see any patchiness anywhere. It's blending into the other shade perfectly. I don't see any skipping or anything like that. So far so good. We are on the right track to a finished look. Okay, and now going back in with the Morphe M200 again, the same brush that I used So Bougie in, and just blending So Bougie and Cocoa Truffle in together. And again, this is just to get that nice seamless edge between two shades. I always love either using a clean brush or an old brush like the previous color brush to do it with. It could just be the difference between that perfect look with a perfect smoky eye or the nice finished touch and the unfinished look. The unfinished blend, the unfinished eye. Okay, I feel like that is done and blended out. Using the Morphe M204 flat blending / packer brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Dippin' Diamonds. Cool icy blue tone. Love this shade. And I'm not gonna spray my brush or anything. I'm just gonna go in with a dry brush and see what happens. And I'm just gonna start applying that to my lid. Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe that stuck like that with no setting spray or no wet base or anything. It just stuck. And it almost matches my hair. My hair is like dark blue gray, so this is like the super light version of it. Guys, I love this so much. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now that that stunning shade Drippin' Diamonds is all over my lid and I feel, it's just beautiful. I'm gonna go into the shade Rich Girl right up here. And I'm gonna pat just a little bit of that on with my finger right in the center. Okay, I don't know if it's just me or what, but this palette kind of makes me feel expensive. Now that that's done, I'm gonna take my Morphe M209. It's like a flat, just a flat blending brush really, and go back into the shade Cocoa Truffle again, the deeper brown shade. And I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash line. And I'm just gonna go back in with the Morphe M200, the same brush that I used for the shade So Bougie, that like very second shade, and just blend a lot of this darkness out with that brush, because I might have went a little heavy on it and look like I have raccoon eyes now. And now, using my Morphe M124 brow bone highlighting brush, actually using my Morphe M416 brow bone highlighting brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Gold Dipped. That's like a cool toned gold, I would say, I guess. Regardless of the exact shade, I'm gonna put that on my brow bone. And I'm so very glad I did. That was the perfect touch. Now I'm gonna use my Morphe M222. It's an inner corner highlight brush, but a very small one, like a very condensed one, and go into the shade Rich Girl, and I'm gonna put that right in my inner corner. That one wasn't very effective that time. I am actually going to spray my brush with a little bit of Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. Then go into that shade again and see what happens. There she is. She just didn't want to come out to play yet. That's all. She was afraid of all the other kids. Okay, now that's pretty much the eye look done. There was some fallout from the shade Drippin' Diamonds whenever I put it on my lid, and I didn't realize it, and it all fell like right up here underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit, just to kind of make sure I mask it and cover it up, because we're about to go eat, Mark and I, because now I'm hungry after smelling chocolate and peaches all night long. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm gonna do both of those things off camera, and I will be right back one more time. And we're back! But now I have a nude eyeliner in my waterline, and I have my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on, top lashes and lower lashes. And what else did I do? That's all I did. The very last thing we have is this Too Faced Natural Nudes Intense Color Coconut Butter Lipstick. On the side of the box it says, "Bear it all with the most richly pigmented collection of creamy natural nude lipsticks infused with hydrating coconut butter for luscious kissable lips." I like that. This one is in the shade Send Nudes. Don't, please. Unless you want to send me the entire nude Too Faced lip collection, because they're all nudes. So if you want to send me nude lipsticks, by all means, send me all kinds of nudes. I will take all of the nudes. Please send them. This packaging is really pretty. It's got like flower prints all on the outside. Ooh. It looks like my kind of color. I feel like this is really gonna go with this look too. I'm not gonna use any lip liner or anything. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna have at it. Oh yeah, that's it. This lipstick is super creamy. It feels so good on my lips. Wow, I really, really, really like this lipstick. That was the perfect ending to an already awesome video. Guys, I'm actually kind of surprised. I knew it was gonna be good based on what I've heard about just the foundation and the concealer. I didn't think it was gonna be quite as good as it was though, because I didn't know anything about the lipstick, the Sweet Peach Glow palette, or the powder, or the eyeshadow palette. So the Hangover Spray, this is, I'm gonna keep buying this over and over again. I need to own this at all times. It gives my face hydration, it feels good. I use it as a primer, I use it as a setting spray, and I use it in between. This is just perfect for me. This was my actual purpose for going into Ulta, and this is why this whole video even happened. So this is for sure gonna be a rebuy all the time. The foundation and the concealer, definitely a match made in heaven. The concealer, I might trade this shade in for the shade Porcelain to match the foundation. It was a little bit too brightening for me. I might stick with it, I'm not sure yet. But formula wise, I do really enjoy it. So far it's not like creasing up on me really bad or anything. I'm gonna have to give it a real good wear time test to actually make sure. So I'll let you guys know a little bit more in the future if I really, really like this. And the setting powder, same thing. I really like that it gave really what it said. It said a luminous veil, and that's really what it gave me. It was this nice, perfect finish all over, and I really liked it. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara has been my favorite mascara since I tried it, so it was kind of expected, which that was my own. I didn't buy it for this video. That was the first and only thing I'd ever tried from Too Faced before this video. The Sweet Peach Glow palette was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. I did have really high expectations, then I started using it and had really low expectations, then really liked it in the end because it gave me the look that I have right now. This is gonna be perfect for me for every day. It's just the perfect, like, natural, glowy, good, healthy skin kind of palette. It's not too deep, it's not too dramatic, it's not gonna get you to a dramatic look, but it's perfect for every day, and it smells amazing. Same thing for the Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette. It also smells amazing, like chocolate, if you will. This palette made me really happy. This blue color that I put on my lid is everything I wanted it to be and more. The shimmers that I used were super creamy and were very metallic and foiled whenever they went on. The mattes blended in beautifully, blended out perfectly in my crease and on my lower lash line. So I love the palette. And last, the lipstick. I think that I have found a brand that I'm gonna be very happy with moving forward. I need to try more things. I want to try more things based on how this video went, and I'm really excited about trying more from Too Faced. They're a lot better than I thought or I knew, so I'm excited to move forward with them. I had a lot of fun with this video too. I hope you guys had a lot of fun hanging out with me. This is the final look, so I hope you like it. I am really excited by it. If you want to see this look and more looks like them, you can do so by following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's simply ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing else from any of my videos or even this one, please at least gain this. And that's to always remember and never forget that you're beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.